Imagine you're counting M&Ms. The red ones are on top of the bowl, the blue ones are at the bottom. If you only count the top, you might think the whole bowl is red. But keep counting, and suddenly, blue takes the lead. This isn't just about candy. This is about how we count votes in America, and why election night might be fooling you. Let's break this down simply. Some voters prefer voting in person, others like to vote by mail. And here's the key. Republicans tend to vote in person, while Democrats often choose mail-in ballots. But here's where it gets interesting. Most states count in-person votes first. Mail-in ballots, they're usually counted last. See where this is going? This creates something called the red mirage, when early results look very Republican, only to shift Democratic as mail-in votes are counted. It's not fraud, it's not manipulation. It's just math. 2020 brought this into the spotlight. Pennsylvania, Georgia, Wisconsin, states that looked decisively red at midnight suddenly shifted blue days later. People cried fraud. But here's the thing, it wasn't sudden at all. Think about it. If you're counting 100 votes and the first 40 are mostly red because they're in-person votes, what happens when you count those last 60 mail-in ballots that are mostly blue? The numbers change. Not because of fraud, because of math. It's like watching a basketball game, but only counting the first quarter. Sure, one team might be ahead, but the game isn't over until all the points are counted. But why do we count votes this way? Why not count everything at once? Different states have different rules. Some can't start counting mail-in ballots until Election Day. Others can't even touch them until polls close. Meanwhile, in-person votes get counted right away. Think of it like two lines at a grocery store. The express lane, in-person votes, moves quickly. The line with full carts, mail-in ballots, takes longer to process. Both lines are valid, they just move at different speeds. So what does this mean for future elections? Simple. Don't trust the first quarter score. When you're watching election results, remember this. It's not about who's leading at 9 p.m. It's not about who's ahead at midnight. It's about counting every valid vote, no matter when it arrives or how it was cast. In 2024, some states might look red on election night, then shift blue days later. Other states might count mail-in ballots first and show the opposite pattern. Neither scenario means fraud. It just means democracy is doing its job, counting every voice. Democracy isn't meant to be instant. It's meant to be accurate. When someone tells you quick results matter more than accurate ones, ask yourself, what game are they really playing? Because in democracy, like in our M&M bowl, the true result isn't about what's on top. It's about counting everything in the bowl. Share this video before the next election. Subscribe to understand more about how democracy really works. And remember, patience isn't just a virtue in elections. It's a necessity.